Right, Mr. Governor, I'd like to go to education, the matter of schools. You see, when they talk about ghost workers, you talk about ghost schools. We want you to talk about that, and this concept of ghost schools, it's a new one to me.
And the impact of that.
Yeah, it was a new terminology for me as well, ghost schools. But it's one of the things that gave me my very first good score. So when we came in, remember, I've spent all my life here within the state. So I knew what was. I knew where the monster had placed her head. So I already made some strategy, you know, whether to start cutting the monster by the tail or the head or the middle part of it. So there was no way of going around the question than to hit it straight at the head. The very first 90 days we got into governance, we saved, I think, was it just about 3 billion or so, 3 billion, first 90 days. I think just about that. I knew it was over 2 billion naira that we have saved, even from the establishment of education. The ghost workers, and then we stumbled on ghost schools. Ghost schools in Benue had more teachers and very high graded. The least grade of a teacher in a ghost school was level 13. And once
these are teachers who have names, collecting salary, you know.
Oh yeah, they were in the paper collecting salaries. And when we now opened the books fully, we went into the field to locate these very huge schools with very topmost teachers and with a lot of population of students. And then we discovered that even in those areas and towns and villages where they were named, never existed. People never heard of those schools ever. So we now came back to our drawing table and then now went back very fully to doing what we did to bring back over 2 billion naira that was saved by the state government.
Were they arrested? I'm really interested in this. Were they arrested? Have they been prosecuted? I mean,
a good number of them were just fake names. You can't trace it to anywhere. You can't trace it. But then there were some people out there, people who had retired were still collecting money. People who were dead were still collecting their own salaries. This was even spread all through the civil society, you know. So it wasn't only with the teachers.
Wow.
So it was a lot of work to do, but we were able to do that. And then the next 90 days made us realize that we had only scratched the surface of it. So we now took to the ICT corner to see how we were going to create automation at those establishments. And again, that was where there was a lot of pullback, lots of fight back. By the very people who were serving, the very people who were protecting, and the same, it was sort of convoluted, you know, but we had gone past that stage now within the first year. So, but are we done with corruption within the system? The answer is no, we haven't. There are many more things we are planning to do, yes. We're still strategizing to see in the entire service, the figures were not right. The wage bill was not accurate. So nobody knew what was going in. Again, there was a lot of padding of the casual workers who in some establishment